In this video, I'm going to show you how to run the srtsgetdisk script. What is an srtsgetdisk script? This script will compare the data from the srts with the disk found in the server and create a report. This report will place the file system or volume name used by the srts next to each disk. Here's an example of the final result. You will see the disk name right here in the first column, and you will see the volume name or file system name at the last column with the additional DG at the end, or VG. So DG for disk group, VG for volume group. To download this product, srtsgetdisk, you type swinstall -s space srdepot.spc.com:/depot/uppercase si space uppercase si underscore lowercase install. There are 4 steps in running this srtsgetdisk script. Number 1, you run the disk script by typing disk. It will create a file called the disk map and located at the /letc/sysinfo/diskmap. The diskmap file contains the list of all SanDisks found in the server. I will bring in the server here to demonstrate this. So we will type disk. Just it says here, type disk. So I will type disk, and you just keep pressing enter to take the default options. Hit enter. Hit enter. There you go. You will see that it created this file. At this time, it only has the disk name, and there's nothing at the last column. This is the disk name. This is the serial number. This is the RAID type, and this is the size of the disk. There's nothing at the end. This is what the srtsgetdisk script would do for you, placing all those matching file system or volume name from the srts with your disk, and update this document called the disk map. So right here, I'm just gonna keep pressing the space bar to see all my disk. At the end, it asks you, do you want to send this output in Outlook email? I say no, because we don't really need to keep that email. Do you want to VI it? I'll say no. That's it. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is to create the /temp/srts file. You obtain this information from the srts itself. So I'm going to bring in the srts. In this example, I use srts number 44864, so I already typed them in there. And you will scroll down until you see this operation status box. It says operation status. And then it says that copy from the line with the host name to the end of line. So the host name is khp016a5. I'll copy this to the end of line for khp016a5. For some srts, they have multiple servers, so you just copy the data for that particular server. Right click, copy, and you go back to the server, type vi/temp/srts, and you paste it right here. Yeah, and then you write and quit. That is step number 2. Step number 3 is to create the temp srts CSV file. You obtain this from the srts again. So I'll bring in the srts here. Okay, it says scroll to the bottom of the srts. Scroll to the bottom of the srts and click on the sys deployment CSV button right here. This button was created specifically for the SD build team. This was a collaboration work between Atros team and our SD build team. So we click this, it will allow you to open the file, and here you go. And it says that copy and paste column C to I. C to I. However, you are supposed to exclude the heading, so I'm going to exclude this heading. I'm just going to take the data. Copy, and then move it out, move this out, and then we're going to paste it into the server, and you call the file name as temp srts csv, vi temp srts csv. You paste it right here. Make sure you delete this blank line right here, type dd, then right quit. Okay, quit. Okay, so now you finish step number 3. Before we go to step number 4, just want to give a little description here. The top part of this, I'm describing the process for the wire line process. The bottom part is for the wireless. Apparently the system planner between wireline and wireless, they don't have the same process today. Hopefully it will have this same process in the future. If you have the wireless project, you can contact me to explain this, or you can read this explanation. If you still have any question, give me a call. So then finally you go to step number 4, the easiest one, that is to run the srtsgetdisk script. Just type srtsgetdisk, hit enter. This script was designed only for the EMC or EVA disk. If you have other disks, I have not developed this script for that yet. I need the server to test it, and perhaps I can do that as well. Just let me know. In this server I'm using EMC, so I will just type EMC right here and hit enter, and it asks you if you want to display the description, and the description is basically all this here. For this demonstration I type D to display it, and it goes over, it tells you that you need those 3 files and so on. I just hit enter, and at this point it says if you have another SRTS, we need to clean up the flag file. I have a flag file to tell the script that you run this before, which I did. For this demonstration I want to run it again just to show it to you, so I type yes, hit enter, and it's processing. During that process, it is comparing those the SRTS CSV file and the disk map, and composing the final result. And here it asks you, are you going to be using Veritas Volume Manager? If you say yes, it will give a DG name at the end of the name. If you say no, that means you're going to use LVM. It will give a VG at the end of the name. So I'll say yes because I'm using a Veritas Volume Manager, and within 10 seconds it will produce the result. There we go, and you see that we have the disk name at the first column, and at the last column, because I say Veritas Volume Manager, it adds the DG at the end instead of VG. Okay, and then you just keep pressing spacebar to see everything there. The end, and then it says, hey, there's a disk map file exists. Well, of course we ran the script earlier, but it's really nothing. There's nothing, no information at the end there. I said, do you want to copy it? Well, for this demonstration, say yes, so you can see the process. And when it copied it to a file with the uppercase O.diskmap. Do you want to display it before appending it? Well, I know there's nothing in there, but let's display just to show it to you. Yes, that was the one. It was blank right here. Okay, type Q to quit from this display. Do you want to append or overwrite? Basically, you want to append the updated information that has the volume name at the back. Well, I really don't need this, so I'll just overwrite it. Type O to overwrite. Do you want to email it? Yeah, okay. Let's email it just for my own copy. Then you type your ID here. I already have it here, but if you have other ID, you type it right there. Let's just, for this demonstration, I type it again. So this will send to that person email. Do you want to VI it? I'll say yes, just to show it to you guys. So basically in here, you notice that we have all the disks and the name. This name came from the file system name, and it added the DG at the end. To show this that the script is doing the right thing, we are going to compare this with the srts. So I'll bring in the srts back in here, and I will look for the file system name and compare them. So where is that? Go all the way here, and you go right there. Okay, so basically this file system called P2CRM3X5, it has 4 of 11 gig disks. So I'm going to look for P2CRM3X5, and you notice they have 1, 2, 3, 4 of 11 gig disks. Let me scroll this right there for, right? Let's go for the next one, HTTP server, and that should have 4 of 15 gigs. So I'm gonna search for HTTP server. All right. Oh, this is the DIAC. This is the DIAC. There's not a file system with that name, but this is just HTTP server. There are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of 15 gig. Let's go for one more. This is the app server. You notice that I always look for the last word of the file system. So this is app server. We are supposed to have 4 of 80 gig. Okay, so I'm gonna look for app server. App server. Oh, there you go. 80 gig. There are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can compare, continue comparing this, but I know they are they match, and so what it did was it went through the srts, compare all this file system and the total number of disks, and update the disk map file so that you have this list right here, and know that every file system that is in the srts are in this LETC sysinfo disk map. This concludes this video. If you have any question, you can contact me, Peter Ganawan, at pg, like Peter Gunn, 8524 at att.com. Thank you.